Confidence is just believing in your ability to do something, and I think that's the key, is ability. And this is where I don't know how you and I will go if we'll differ here, but I'll differ with a lot of people. I do not believe in the fake it till you make it mindset, right? I don't believe that you can just stand in the mirror and tell yourself that you're capable and you're beautiful and all those little mantras and build confidence. I think that's lying to yourself. Now, let me preface though, because I know some people are like, oh no, I do it all the time. If I do that, and then I go out and I make changes and develop skills and habits in those areas, I can build confidence. But I think too many people are tricked into thinking that confidence is just belief without action. And that's where I would say that I completely disagree. I think you have to have action or you're just lying to yourself.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are going to differ a little bit today, which makes it fun, right? Because I am a huge advocate of affirmations, and going back to the definition piece, I believe that confidence is not only a belief, but it's also a feeling. It's an emotion of to where you can really feel that confidence come within. And I think that the things like affirmations and mantras they help bring up that feeling. But I will agree with you in a sense that, yeah, you're absolutely right. Like true confidence, especially when it comes to abilities, like having confidence in certain abilities, it's not just going to come from you being like, I'm a great fighter. I'm a great fighter. No matter how much you say I'm a great fighter, you're not actually going to become a great fighter unless you're actually training. But saying that to yourself before training, before actually fighting, I do believe will give you a slight increase, a slight edge, a slight higher feeling of confidence when you can try and create this feeling within.
I would disagree. Because it's not just from the mantra that you get that. Like say I want to lose weight, right? And I'm just not happy with my appearance. I want to get in shape. I want to lose weight. I want to be healthier. I can stand in the mirror all day and say, I will lose weight. I will fit in these pair of jeans. I will become this person. But if I step away from the mirror and go back to poor eating habits, poor drinking habits, sedentary lifestyle, nothing will change. Right? I can tell myself all the good stuff I want, but my actions don't build towards that. And I think sometimes that's where we have a disconnect, because it's easy for people to say it and much harder to do it. Right? Think about most people go into a new year, if they do resolutions, very confident they're going to have this best new year ever, because they hype themselves up. They tell themselves what they're going to do. Maybe they buy gym equipment. They buy some new information. What did they subscribe to a program? Blah, blah, blah. And then what happens? A lot of them don't make it through the month because their habits haven't changed to match their new beliefs. Right? And I think that's a dangerous place we get to when we lie to ourselves and we won't put in the work. Right? Like even you, like you do your mantras and stuff, which is fantastic. But if you were then to put on a pair of sweatpants and a raggedy ass t-shirt to leave your house to go meet somebody, even though you told yourself to be confident and I'm going to close this deal and I'm going to do this and I'm capable, blah, 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 just changing your outfit wouldn't have matched what you just told yourself to believe. Right? So you do your mantras, you get fired up, and then you put on your sport coat. So now your physical skill, your sport coat, looks good. So now you're fit, like that's physical, right? Now I can touch it. That's preparation. I know when I put on this sport coat, I'm the baddest Ali ever. So I've told myself what I'm going to do. Now I have a physical thing that is a habit. You see what I'm saying? Like that's where I want people to get is, yes, believe in yourself. Tell yourself good stuff. Have positive self-talk. And then create habits that build upon that. Right? Like just
Absolutely.
the sport coat one's fantastic for us because we're different. You tell yourself, you do your morning routine and put on your sport coat, you leave the house feeling fantastic, boy, ready to kill the world. For me, if I did my morning routine, it felt great, and I had to put on a sport coat to leave, I would feel less confident because it's not one of my confident habits. It's not who I am, right? Like I would feel like, oh, I'm trying to do this to fit into this circle. I'm doing this because somebody else expects me to do it. It's not who I am. But I think that's important is, right? Like when you believe like the confidence is unique to you. And I think too many times we tried to cookie cutter confidence. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. Yeah, because there is no cookie cutter to confidence. Like you got to do what's going to work for you with confidence. So let's talk about that, Jerrod. How do you specifically build confidence?
I
Like
think
what does that look like?
do preparation. That's the only way I can be confident, as I got to prepare, period. I personally don't know any other way to believe in myself than to work hard and be good at whatever I'm supposed to be doing. Now, it doesn't mean I'm the best all the time, but you got to prepare. Like if I want to achieve a certain thing, I got to put in work in that area. And the more work I put in, the more easier it is to believe that you're going to be able to overcome things because now you're gaining experience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Experience builds confidence, and that's why even getting to the experience of failing is good. Because once you fail, now you build confidence. Okay, I failed, but I didn't die. I came up short, but everybody still loves me. I'm still able to get up tomorrow and go again. And now the lessons I learned actually build confidence. And I think that's an important thing for our community to understand is being confident doesn't mean you succeed all the time. It doesn't mean you win all the time. It just means you keep trying, you keep getting after it, and then you learn the lessons that come with whatever shortcomings happen to you. What do you think on building confidence? What's your primary means?
Oh no, I 100% agree. I mean, preparation is the essential and foundational building block of confidence for whatever you're doing. If you're going to go give a speech, you got to prepare, you got to practice, you got to do that speech dozens of times, and then when it's actually time to give that speech, you're going to feel confident because you're prepared. And I can't tell you how the times in my life where I have lacked confidence the most is when I'm unprepared, when I haven't practiced, when, short notice, stuff like right away off the cuff, that's when I feel a lack of confidence. So I would agree 100%. However, I do believe that there are multiple facets of confidence: reprogramming your subconscious mind, visualization, affirmation, that coupled with preparation can make your confidence even more powerful.
Yeah.
So I think fighting is a great example for preparation and visualization, affirmation, and your own style, right? So if you go and watch one of my fight videos, you'll see that my style, the way I get myself psyched up, is very dynamic. I'm not going to be the silent, cold-blooded killer. Some people, like, they keep it all inside, and they're feeling confident like that, like they're the silent, cold-blooded killer, right? Me, when I get in the cage, I literally have to yell out a roar, right? Just like, ah, like when I get in there, and then I have my whole, like, I think of video game characters, heroes that brought me a lot of confidence, and I'll do my own ritual, my own dance, and then I'm ready, and then I'm in the zone. And I also visualize myself. I visualize my hand getting raised, right? I must have done this 1,000 times, over 1,000 times after practices, when I'm walking around, when we're cooling down, imagining my hand getting lifted, my second hand giving gratitude, hitting my double bicep, like knowing, expecting to win, visualizing to win, telling myself I'm an incredible fighter, doing all these things, but it's coupled with my preparation. I'm doing that, and I believe it when I'm saying it, and I believe it when I'm visualizing it. I'm confident in that actually being the result because I'm preparing so hard. So I think that it's the foundational piece, of course, is preparation. But let's say you're preparing.
Let's go back to your preparation.
Uh-huh.
To prepare to win the fight and to get all those feelings, How many things did you lose at along the way of being prepared? Should have been quite a bit. You should have been rolling with people that were much better than you, so you get submitted. Technically a loss, but you gain experience. You sparred with people that were better than you, that maybe made you take a knee because they hit you in the body. Or are you in the round, like, geez, that guy's tough, right? Technically a loss, but you gain experience, right? And that's what I want people to understand, is to build confidence doesn't mean you only do things that you can always win at, right? Because you're already at that. If you're already winning, you're already at that level.
And then what happens in those technical losses, keeping the mindset,
Yeah.
right? Still telling myself I'm a champion, still telling myself a winner, even if I got submitted at practice, even if I fell short from where I wanted to be in a certain practice or performance, still keeping that mindset and those affirmations and that vision alive and sharp in practicing that.
Yep, and being surrounded by people that help reaffirm that in you, right? And we've talked about Circle 5 damn near every episode, but if you were pushing yourself to a place where you're starting to doubt your confidence, a place where you're like, man, I'm not sure I belong, and you ask somebody, and the first person or the first group of people you ask tell you all the reasons you don't belong and why you're not good enough, that's a bad thing. But if you got coaches around you, got teammates around you, you got family, well, whoever it is, it's your circle. If when you're starting to doubt yourself, you go to them to lean on them and they remind you of all the stuff you're capable of, it's easy to get back up and get going. So I think that's another important piece, is confidence doesn't always just have to be your solo responsibility, right? A lot of confidence comes from who do you surround yourself with, right? If, like you and I talk all the time, man, like we both take risks. We both try different shit. We'll talk to each other about, man, this went well. That didn't go good. Boy, I fucking wouldn't do that again. But neither of us go, hey, dude, quit doing all that stuff. Go get a regular job. You're way too, right? We don't knock each other down. We build up off of that. So sometimes I think people put a lot of pressure to, like, oh, I got to be confident. It's got to be my little hidden thing. Man, it's easy to be confident when you surround yourself with other people that believe in themselves.